All right, welcome guys. Hey, to do some of the things I want to do, I've got to do some other things. So I need to fix a table and I need to change the oil. So I've got this cool oil changer. I'm going to try the Ziploc bag method in changing that oil. Let's get to it.
Was this table that goes right where I'm standing, this little mount that I'm taking off has a little part that goes right in where my finger is there that's kind of like this shim. And when it bolts down, it tightens onto the leg that is right here. Now, the problem is that's missing. Now, I don't know how somebody loses something like that on a boat. I thought, so that's one point, and I can't find a replacement to that. This piece right here to buy a new one is $250. That's insane because that's crazy. So what we're going to do instead is that I'm going to drill holes on either side here, probably like 4 places somehow. One, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Right now it just turns freely because there's nothing holding it on. Even with the one there, it would turn a little bit and you wouldn't really be able to tighten it up too much. So this will be a lot better. It'll tighten it down. And the price, well, probably $5-10 for. Okay, so this is the result of my table fix. And basically what I did is I drilled out 4 holes, if you can see here, like that, and then tapped them. Back at the boat. I'm gonna have to do all this by hand. This baby right here gets bolted onto here. Ooh, back pocket. There we go. So let's put that back together and get it fitted on the table. Let's make sure that fits on the table now, huh? So that's gonna go on here like that. And oh, you can tell it's gonna be a nice tight fit. Loosen these little babies up on each side and it slides on there, and then I just tighten those up like that. I mean, just that's gonna work perfect right there. All right, so we got the table mount mounted onto the post, and then what we are going to need to do, these little bolts that I brought, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each one of those and I'm going to put some of this blue thread lock on the threads so that it'll be a little bit tight going in and out when I need to loosen it back up or tighten it back up. All right, with those locked in place, we got a pretty sturdy table. That is, that's gonna be nice. And then you got this little bugger here, this little nut. You loosen that up and you can push the table down into the slot here and make a bed out of this whole thing. So we'll tighten that up so it doesn't go down. And then check out the table here. I think that's gonna work. That is a table done.
Now it's time for that oil change, and I'm going to try using that Ziploc bag method so I don't make a mess when I'm changing out that oil filter. Let's get to it.
We're waiting on that oil to drain. I first waited 10 minutes. I let the engine warm up for 10 minutes. Should have let it go for about 20 minutes. Let that engine come up to temperature. Maybe if you went out, cruised around a little bit, came back with the engine completely hot, that'd be the way to go because it is going really slow. But, you know, we create a suction on that thing. We're just going to let it go. It's going a lot quicker now, probably double the speed as it was before. So, you know, with that, I should be done in maybe a half an hour of waiting. I don't know. That's a complete estimation. We'll see. So I was right about 30 minutes for it to drain. We've got 4 quarts out of the engine, and you hear the... You can't hear it. It's pretty... But I could hear it sucking air from down here, so that's perfect. Got all the oil out. Now I need to put some oil in, and I need to change the oil filter. The oil filter's here, and button this back up, put some oil in it. So to get this oil filter off without spilling a ton of oil into the engine compartment, I'm going to try the Ziploc bag method, and that is to wrap the Ziploc bag around it, tuck it under the motor here, and then unscrew it and see if I can do that without getting a ton of oil in here. You guys want to watch this failure? Here we go. Let's see here. the bag up in there. I need to loosen it a bit more. I'm using some vice grips because I forgot my oil wrench. Just until I can get it. I think I can get that with a hand now. Yep, okay, now let's stick this in here. Yeah. Probably would have been wise to put a bunch of towels down just in case I do spill everywhere. But you know, commit to something, can't do it now. Oh, it's spilling. So that didn't work. Not as good as I'd have liked it to. That's for sure. Now let's get this filter off of there. A little bit of spillage. Let's see how much we got here. Double up a Ziploc bag. But, so a little bit of spillage you can see here, a tiny bit in there, but not too much I can't just clean up real quick. So let's do that. Right, job done. We got new oil filter on right there. We have got a new, whatever, oil soak up rag, whatever you call those official little things to get in there, so in case you spill anything, which we did when we did that. So I got a little bit on that one and I had to pull that one out, put a new one in, and then cap back on here for the where the oil suck out valve goes, and the dipstick is back in, oil's at the right level, and so we are ready with the oil at the right level, new oil filter, all the caps back on. We're ready to give it a start, run it up to temperature, check the oil again, and we're all set. Job done. All right, welcome. We are out in the bay for our first sail. One sail up because we're still waiting on a halyard for our main, and if we pull it up with the main halyard now, it'll probably break and we'll have to chase a halyard through the mast, and I don't think we want to do that, right? No. All right, Stephanie at the helm. How's she go?
It's pretty quiet.
It's a pretty quiet day.
Crash course for,
She's aiming for the ferry. But all looks good, and just gonna enjoy the day. So after changing that table out, or fixing it and changing the oil, I thought it'd be a good idea to go out and enjoy the bay a little bit. We're headed off towards the Golden Gate Bridge there. You got Angel Island on the left. If you guys don't know, we're getting this boat ready to do a big trip, Hawaii, and then over to Alaska. So there is a ton of work coming up to get this boat ready. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you can, just to give me a little bit of support. And I will see you in the next one.